It's 6:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. The financial woes of the Newcastle Jets appear to be worse than first thought. It now looks like Nathan Tinkler has left the club with a debt of more than $4 million. New owners, the FFA, will immediately look after unpaid wages, but it's unclear how the rest of the debt will be settled. Meanwhile, the head of the A-League insists there's no one currently on the radar to buy the Jets, despite talk Scottish club Dundee United is interested. Investigations are continuing into yesterday's crash at Beresfield, which claimed the life of a young woman. The 23-year-old's Commodore collided with two other cars on John Renshaw Drive just after 4 p.m, blocking the road for several hours into the night. She died at the scene, while one of the other drivers suffered leg and internal injuries. It's the 9th death on the Hunters roads in the past month. The Environment Protection Authority says chicken giant Ingham's has taken several steps to ensure blood doesn't spill from its Cardiff site again. A poultry blood tank ruptured last May, causing 1,700 litres of blood to spill and end up in Winding Creek. The company has agreed to pay $80,000 in an effort to make sure it doesn't happen again. EPA Hunter Regional Manager Adam Gilligan says the company is working to make sure protocols are brought up to speed.
They've taken steps to adjust their drainage systems to make sure that in the event that a spill happens in future, that it is appropriately captured and doesn't end up in waterways.
A 42-year-old Holmesville man has been charged after police allegedly found a hydroponic cannabis set up at his home. They also seized close to a kilo of cannabis leaf. The man's been charged with possessing, supplying and cultivating a prohibited plant and has been granted bail to front Belmont Local Court on the 10th of June. Hunter motorists are being asked for their input into the New England Highway upgrade. The state government has committed $85 million to the project and are considering building a flyover to turn right towards Maitland and Newcastle. Upper Hunter MP Michael Johnson says more than 22,000 vehicles use the road daily.
It's a treacherous piece of road, treacherous intersection, and the works are long overdue. We did promise before the election that something would be done, and now the initial plans are on the table, and we'd like the community's feedback to get their opinion.
It's predicted the clean-up in Newcastle from last month's storms will take another 2 months. A council report has also revealed 10,000 trees came down across the city during the wild weather, while most of the calls for help came from Merewether, followed by Wallsend, Maryland and Mayfield. It's estimated the financial cost just in Newcastle is more than $100 million. Meanwhile, a severe weather warning is out for the Hunter for damaging winds and heavy rain today. Cessnock Gallery has been thrown a brief lifeline, with council agreeing to continue discussions around funding. Council staff recommended there was no apparent need for a publicly funded gallery, but two councillors voted otherwise. Councillor Sue Ellen Wrightson says the report staff referred to was up for interpretation.
In this particular instance, it also relied upon some research which council had undertaken itself, which said that around 90% of respondents all said that they supported an art gallery in our local community and that it was something that was highly valued by the community.
Sport for our sponsor, newcastlecheapestcars.com.au.
The Newcastle Knights are hoping to continue last week's efforts when they come up against the Brisbane Broncos this Monday. After breaking their 5-game losing streak, the Red and Blue are keen to lift their performance for the rest of the season. Halfback Tyrone Roberts says the boys have been training hard.
A lot of things to work on, and it comes down to our attack. We missed a lot of opportunities on the weekend, which we got to work on during the week, and hopefully come Monday night, we'll be ready to go.
Meanwhile, utility back Dane Gagai has been called to the Queensland Maroons camp. The 24-year-old will have his first training run with the Maroons later this afternoon. It looks like Jets coach Phil Stubbins could be on his way out following the FFA's decision to depose owner Nathan Tinkler. Despite current players and administration staff already being offered positions at the new Newcastle entity, Stubbins is yet to receive a guarantee on his spot. FFA Chief Executive David Gallop says coaching positions are currently under review. That's sport. I'm Georgia Moylan.
2 in your RFM News Time, 26 to 7.